Hello everyone, welcome to Cloud Cutter. It's been a hot minute since I've played an indie game, but we are here regardless. Unfortunately, I've already played the game. I did make a video, but the video did not turn out correctly, so I have to redo the video. So I do know what I'm doing, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I won't be experiencing it for the first time. What exactly is Cloud Cutter? Glad you asked, Jimbo. Let me go read the description from the Steam page. Cloud Cutter brings you classic arcade shoot-'em-up gameplay and top-notch graphics. Enjoy intense, fast-paced, explosive action, full of epic destruction, arcade-style power-ups, lasers, and of course, huge multi-stage boss fights. Basically, if you are a fan of arcade-style shoot-'em-ups or bullet hells or whatever, this is probably going to be a game for you. So enough of my stupidity, let's get into the game. So I do have this available. I'm just going to do this just because normally you wouldn't have this unlocked. You have to actually beat this. So let's go ahead and do this. Normally there is like a tutorial type thing here, but I don't know if it's going to play that now because I've already done this. So yeah, it shoots automatically. All you're doing is really going left to right and pressing the right trigger to do that, which hopefully I will be a lot better with doing that, because at my first playthrough, aka my first video that I did 10 minutes ago, I wasn't really using the right trigger. I wasn't really using this ability that the game gives you, so I was killing stuff a lot slower than I really should have. And hopefully I don't die. I didn't die last time, but I would not like to die, because dying is not a part of these games. Well, dying in terms of like the enemies dying, I guess that is, but you know, not so much me. So the game does look pretty, you know, it does deliver on that front, I will say that. The only problem that I have personally, and this is just a me problem because my eyesight is like stupid, I'm having a more difficult time seeing certain things shoot at me. I think it's mainly because I think that they're just background elements when in fact they're actually, you know, things shooting at me and I have to actually destroy them. The planes are, you know, more obvious because they're flying above the water, so they're like, you know, they're over like a blue background, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. But I don't know if there are difficulties in this game, because I was getting a lot of healing power-ups last time, and I'm getting hit unnecessarily because I am really good at this game, as you can plainly see. But yeah, commentating over this kind of game is not going to be really good for me, because I am not good at this type of game when I'm trying to commentate over it and watching my character in the process. These kinds of games I'm really just not good at in general, just because normally what I try to do with these games is I just look at where I'm shooting. I don't really pay attention to where I am. So like when an enemy is firing at me, a lot of times I'll just get hit because it's like, oh, I was watching the enemy, not their bullets. So I guess it's, you know, you gotta be good at multitasking and get watching yourself too, so you don't actually get hit. You don't need to kill every single enemy, as you probably saw from the beginning. I had like 75%, I think. But I would assume if you leave them on the screen, they'll just pile up and just eventually kill you. But yeah, I assume anything that's destructible counts as an enemy, even if it doesn't really shoot at you. Like there's these buildings right here they're not really shooting at me. But I guess since they are destructible, it's counted as an enemy or something like that. So you may have noticed a little bit ago I picked up this thing and it says press X to use. I didn't know what it was last time, so I used it right when I got it, and I kind of wasted it. But now that I know what it actually does, I will probably just hold on to it until the actual boss. So I guess there were two mini-bosses, the little ship that we fought before that had a bit of health, and now this thing. This thing is a lot easier because all you gotta do is swerve the rockets like this. Like, you basically just go in a, you know, like a C pattern, I guess. Just avoid them. I wasn't paying attention of whether or not I could actually destroy the rockets or not. But yeah, you do seem to get a bit of HP, so like HP drops, I should add. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if getting health drops is based on how much health you have. So if you have less health, it'll, you know, you have a higher chance of getting HP drops. But yeah, this is the actual boss fight, which is actually pretty cool. When the fight actually starts, you fight these ships, and the ships do count towards the actual boss. So when you destroy these ships, the boss health bar will actually go down. There is a health drop at the top of the screen. I really do not like to go to the top of the screen because that is basically death. But yeah, I am doing a fair bit better on this playthrough, or this run of this level, just because I am using my ability, the blue shot. Now that I think about it, I think I wasn't actually using it, but I think I was still doing better. Like I just got caught up in talking, and I really was not paying attention. I do like this segment though, kind of like, you know, like your ship actually dives in. I don't know, it's just a cool perspective, I guess, because normally when I play these types of games, you're just, you know, always looking in the same direction. At least the ones that I've played. I'm pretty sure there are ones where you, like, you know, change perspective and all that stuff. So I think you can just hit the thing normally. I don't think you have to necessarily hit the enemies. Maybe you do, but yeah, the enemies, knocking them out is pretty good. Like, I think, yeah, I can just like hit this one spot and it'll count as, like, you know, me hitting an actual enemy, right? Or hitting the boss itself. I guess that makes sense. That was really the only thing to hit. But yeah, we finished the level. Completed the mission. Score. Big score. Enemies destroyed. 145. New record. No special weapons used. 75% of enemies destroyed. Great. So we got an extra star. Don't get hit. Yeah, I'm not going to get that. That's not going to be a thing that I'm going to get. Neither is all enemies destroyed. So I know that this video was on the shorter side of things. I typically like to keep these videos at least, you know, 10 to 15, 10 to 20 minutes, something like that. But I just wanted to quickly play this indie game because it is a cooler looking game. Basically, if I see a game that I like aesthetically and, you know, gameplay wise, I'll go ahead and play it. Just to show you guys that it exists. So if you are a fan of this type of game, then you can go pick it up on Steam. I will have the Steam store link in the description. Let me actually go ahead and look how much the game actually is. It is $8 US. I'm not sure what that translates to in other currencies, but the game does have a positive rating, 40 reviews, not the most reviews, but it still is positive. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated, and you can subscribe if you want to see some cringe content, some cringe videos by yours truly. But with that being said, I am out.